Hi everybody, it's Norma, and I again apologize for the fan. I was all ready to film this video, and then I decided I needed a few more props, so I went to gather them, and then of course the fan kicked on, and it's like, well, it is what it is. Today I am going to do a video on Luminara candles, and this will be my second video. I did one almost a year ago now, and I decided to do a second one because over the past year I have accumulated a few more Luminara candles, so I have a different assortment of sizes, and there's been a lot of interest in these candles, especially in my Facebook group lately, because people are a little bit frustrated with not getting any scent throw from their candles, and then also dealing with soot. So a lot of people are looking at different ways to illuminate their house and still have the scent experience. So many people are choosing to start to burn less and melt more and then illuminate with the Luminara candles. So the question that comes up the most often is, what size should I get? And that's the question I'm going to try to help answer for you today. And basically the answer is, it depends. It really depends on what you want to use your candles for. Are you using them to illuminate a hurricane? Or are you going to be putting them on pillar holders? Or are you going to be doing a combination of both? So once you kind of figure out what your main purpose is, then that will help you narrow down your size choices, because these candles are expensive. There's no question about it. Even if you get a good deal, they're still pretty pricey. I mean, I do consider them to be an investment. I've bought cheaper LED candles before, and frankly, I will not waste my money anymore. I'd rather just spend the money and buy a high quality LED candle. So I want to go over the basic sizes here first. I think we might need to shed a little bit of light on this situation. Okay, now the majority of the candles that I have purchased have been from either White Barn or QVC. You can also purchase Luminara candles at Pottery Barn, Meijer's if you have one in your area. People have seen them at Kohls, Bed Bath & Beyond. So there's different places where you can purchase these candles. Now the ones I got at White Barn come in 3 sizes. It's small, medium, and large. Okay, that's so we can see everything here. Okay. So we have, these are the ones I got at White Barn. Small, medium, and large. Basically, it's a 5-inch, a 7-inch, and a 9-inch candle. Now, the biggest difference with the ones you can get at White Barn, and I believe you can also get this size at Pottery Barn, is the base is 4 inches. Compare that to the ones you're going to get that are most common, like if you go to QVC or someplace, where it's a 3-inch base. So when you're determining what size candle, before you even get to height, you need to know what kind of width you want. Do you want the large 4-inch base, or do you need a smaller 3-inch base? And then they also have a 3.5-inch base. So we have the 4-inch, 3.5-inch, let's see if I can manage to do this, and the 3-inch. So the first thing you want to know, what width do you want? Then of course we have our height. So these are both 5-inch. We have the 2 different width base, but they're both a 5-inch candle. Now I have found that the 5-inch is probably my favorite size. Here is the 7, get that out of the way, and the 9. Now, right now on QVC, they have a special where you can buy gift sets in sets of 4. And they come in 3 sizes, the 4-inch, the 6-inch, and the 8-inch. What you see in front of you is the 4-inch and the 6-inch. I don't have any of the 8 inches. And these are the 3-inch base. They come in different colors. Ivory, is probably one of the most popular colors because it's a basic color. The red, which you see before you. Gray, chocolate brown, navy blue. I think those are the colors that are out right now. So every once in a while you can find them in like pastels or something. Now, my absolute favorite size is the 5-inch, 4-inch candle from White Barn. Or I think you can get this size at Pottery Barn. I've seen the 3.5-inch size on QVC. I think this is the size they sell at Meijer's. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a 3.5-inch. You also get your scented and your unscented. The scented is like a vanilla. And frankly, I can't really, I think this is a vanilla. I mean, I can vaguely detect a scent, but it's, to me it's negligible. It's barely there. Now, the reason I like the 5-inch size is because I think that is the best size for the majority of hurricanes. In general, I think a good rule of thumb is the smaller your accessory, the smaller the candle. The larger your accessory, the larger the candle. I mean, it just kind of makes common sense. So this is kind of a standard size hurricane. And I can put a 5-inch candle in here. And it looks great. But it might actually be a little bit nicer with a smaller candle. So let's try. This is still the 5-inch, but it's a 3.5-inch base. I think it fits in there a little bit better. We can try a 6-inch. This is the 3-inch base. Now see, I think the 6-inch is a little bit too tall for this particular accessory. Let's try it with the 4-inch. Now I think for this particular accessory, the 4-inch looks the best. Okay, so let's try something different. Now I know a lot of you picked up this Chrysanthemum Holder from Yankee. So let's try it in a 4-inch. Looks great. This is the 5-inch, 4-inch base. Looks great. So obviously our 3.5-inch is going to look good there. And then let's try it in the 6-inch with the red. Okay, 6-inch is too tall. It's not giving you the illumination from the bottom, which is what you need. Let's try it in the ivory just to make sure. Yeah, 6-inch is too tall. So obviously the taller ones are going to be too tall. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to mention battery size. The ones from White Barn, the 4-inch base, take a D-size battery. They take 2 D batteries, and depending on your use, they will probably last you about 3 months. It depends on whether you decide to use the timer or the remote control function. The timer will keep the candle on for 5 hours. The 3.5-inch size also takes a D battery. The 3-inch base takes C batteries. So I just want to make sure I mention that. So 4-inch base, 3.5-inch base, D batteries, 3-inch base, C batteries. Now, if you have a standard size pillar holder like this, you're going to want to go with your 3-inch base, because you have the fitted cup. It's not a flat pedestal, so you're going to be a little bit limited in your size. So you're going to want to stick with your 3-inch base. Just for giggles, we'll try the 3.5. It's not going to fit. You can set it on top, but it's not going to fit inside. So let's try it with a larger hurricane. Okay, this is the pumpkin one that is now out at Bath & Body Works and White Barn. This is the medium size. It comes in 3 sizes. It comes in a small, a medium, and a large. And I have the medium here. So we have our 5-inch, 4-inch base. It illuminates all the way to the top. Let's try the 4-inch, 3-inch base. Now see, it's okay, but it's not really illuminating up here. So for this size, I think that 4-inch is too small. Let's try the 6-inch. It's okay, but it's not ideal. Okay, we got our, now this is a 4-inch base, the 7-inch candle. It can take that size. And how about the biggest one of them all, the 4-inch base, 9-inch. See, now you're not getting the bottom. So that's a little bit too big. So for the medium size pumpkin from Bath & Body Works White Barn, I think you can get away with the 7-inch. But I really think the 5-inch, 4-inch base looks the best in that size. Okay, let's do another size comparison with some pillar holders. Okay, now these are some pretty, standard sizes. I have a smaller pedestal here, and then, these are pretty standard sizes that you can find, whether it's in this style or wood, metal, whatever. So this is a flat base. It's not cupped like you see here. It's a cup. So you can get away with a larger width. I have the 4-inch on here, no problem. Now with these, obviously your 3-inch is going to work, and even if you have the same size candle, you can vary the height. See, I have a 6-inch here and a 6-inch here, because the pedestals are of different heights. You're going to get different looks. I decided to lower the light a little bit. Okay. Now, if you look in the back, you can see I have a tall one over there. So the taller your pedestal is, the larger size candle you're going to want to get. I'm going to demonstrate by putting a smaller candle up there so you can see the effect. Okay, now I have 3 pillar holders that are much taller, but they're still 3 different sizes. And I have the 4-inch base candles in each one of them. So this one has the 5-inch, this one has the 7-inch, and this one has the 9-inch. So you see, the bigger and taller your holder is, the bigger candle you can go with. Now I'm going to switch these out with the 3-inch size so you can see the difference. Okay, so now these are the 6-inch pillars with a 3-inch base, which is probably the most popular size. If you're buying off a QVC, this is the size that sells the quickest. And it looks okay, but you can see how, like in this holder, which has a cup, this candle is a little bit too small. It doesn't really fill it. So I actually prefer the larger size when I have a larger size holder. It looks okay, you can get away with it, but if my pillar holders had a more narrow base, I think they would look better, but because they have a wide base, they look a little bit dwarfed on the holder. Although I think this one in the Hurricane looks fine. And just for giggles, I thought, you know, let's try the 4-inch size. I mean, it's really a matter of personal preference, but I just think the taller and wider the holder, the taller and wider the candle be. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. But I just think this is better. And last but not least, I wanted to do a size comparison with some pretty standard size candles. So this is a Gringo candle, and I have it paired up with a 6-inch as far as height. You can see the similarity. This is the 5-inch, 4-inch width base, and it's more comparable to your Goose Creek, your Yankee Candle, your Swan Creek candle. Then, you know, we have the pillars, which are a little bit more narrow, so that would be more like your 3.5-inch base. Pretty darn close. And then you have your standard pillar size. Like this is a perfect pillar from Yankee. 3-inch base. So I hope this little demonstration was helpful in helping you decide what size candle works best for you. Like I said, I really enjoy the Luminara candles, and I do consider them an investment because they're not cheap. And basically, you know, if you're going to look to put inside standard size accessories, I'd go with the 5-inch height, 4-inch base, or 3.5-inch base, or do the new 4-inch, 3-inch base. If you're going to go with a standard size pillar holder, you're going to want to stick with the 3-inch base, like we have here. If you're going to go with some of the really tall pillar holders, you can go as big as you want. So there you guys have it. If you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below, and have a blessed day.